Yeah, thank you, hello, thank you. I would have to say the biggest, oh, thanks, honey. Um, the biggest fear that I had as a child at the swimming pool is I was always so scared that just as I got to the end of the high board, the high board, people, that just as I got there, that a huge wind would come up and blow me over sideways onto the low board, where I would hit my face and upper body, and that everyone would see that. That all my friends would see that and want me to do it again. Hey, Pat. It's a swimming pool, Remember when you were a kid? I mean, the swimming pool, it's like little wet footprints. Little wet footprints, and I don't know, remember baby lotion? And of course, there was that warm cement you laid on during safety check. That Van Morrison had it right. Remember when Van Morrison said we were the youth of 1,000 summers? And we just were. There was never, hey, honey. This is not very comfortable. There was seldom a day in the summer that I didn't spend time at the swimming pool. I mean, it was 7 blocks from my house, and we all know all we ever needed was a rolled up towel, right? That's what we needed. We needed a pool pass, and we needed a nickel for the treat, which was almost always going to be the taffy. It was always the taffy. Remember that big rectangle, flat, tri-colored sheet in that wax paper? It's why I went swimming. It just was. And if I couldn't find my friends, there was always new friends to be made. The pool was just all joy. It was just all joy. And I really believe this. Honey, help me. I really believe this. I think the relationship I started with water as a child truly has served me and followed me all of my life, whether it was at a hotel swimming pool or a fitness center. I like swimming. I like it, And some years back, I was on my way at a local fitness center. I was on my way to the swimming pool, and there was a sign on the wall, and it said that the swimming pool would be closed this following Saturday because there was going to be a swim meet. There were 2 older women in the swimming pool, Louise and Marion. I'd see them a couple times a week. I waved and, slipped into the water. But in the middle of my workout, Marion stood. I don't like this mic. Marion stood at the end of my lane, and she had her caps flipped up over her ears, and she had her goggles just resting right above her eyebrows, and she leaned over. She was like, "Will you be on my relay team this Saturday?" And I hadn't been to a swim meet since like junior high, and I loved it then, and I'm thinking, I don't know, I was kind of excited. I thought this was going to be fun. I think it is safe to say that I was completely clueless. I got to the pool that Saturday, and I found Marion. She was our team captain. Our team consisted of Marion, Louise, and me. That was our team. And there she was in what I believe was a brand new, big, beautiful purple swimsuit. She had her cap snapped below her chin. She said it muffled the tiles off the swimming, walls and stuff. And then she had her goggles. Her goggles were in place. She had them just the way she liked them. She wasn't taking them off. And I said, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to wear my goggles diving into the pool. And she was like, well, they're your eyes. I looked at Louise, and Louise was like, well, she just had eye surgery. She was going to wear her goggles, but she was, going to kick off the side. I thought, well, I'm just going to go to the bathroom. I'll be back. So on the way back, I passed the registration table, and it's covered. I mean, there's nobody there, but it's got sheets of paper on it and stuff. And one of the sheets of paper had the list of teams. Yeah, dolphins, fast heat, little guppies, slow heat, YMCA, fast heat, Shanks Group, fast heat, mini mermaids, slow heat, sea snails. So I asked Marion, I'm like, Marion, what's the name of our team? And she looked at me through those fogged up goggles and proudly announced that we were the sea snails. Our first event came up, and I was to go, and then Louise would go, then Marion would go, and then I would go again. So I'm standing at the end of the lane, and there is a mini mermaid to my right, and there is a little guppy to my left. He is looking at me with complete and total disgust. So the whistle was blown. I dove into the water. My goggles snapped back to my chin. The little guppy was kicking my ass. But the mini mermaid, she was struggling. So then Louise kicked off the wall. Louise had a style of her own. It sort of resembled swimming in place. I mean, the good news was, if the cruise ship went down, she would not be the first to drown. Next, Marion dove into the water. She was a consistent swimmer, but when she got to the wall, she attempted a flip turn. It was like slow motion, I mean, she went down, and then her lovely, kind of big, purple butt floated to the top like a buoy. It just bobbed there. And Louise and I are yelling at her purple butt, "Go, Marion! Go!" But now Louise is starting to panic. Louise is like, "I think she's stuck." "No, I really think she's stuck. I think you should push her bottom down." I'm like, "What? No. No." And we look down, and now her butt is starting to disappear. And she surfaces, and she gasps for air, and she shoots back down the lane. I don't know. When the sea snails swam, it kind of gave everyone an opportunity to rest. You know, call home, have a sandwich, maybe blow dry your hair. I mean, everybody was very kind to us, something I'm sure they learned in church. And everybody got gifts, which was really nice. I got a new pair of goggles, of course. I know, it's kind of perfect. And you know, really, once I changed it to my street clothes, I don't think anyone recognized me as a cease now. In all actuality, I mean this, I really had a good time. I really did. I mean, in spite of everything, it actually was fun, you know? And afterwards, my new friends, Marion and Louise and myself, we went for a cup of decaf and a slice of pie.